And welcome, this is Baller Scuba with Let's Play The Legend of Zelda. We are going to start the Nintendo Classic today. This game is a milestone in video game history. It not only affected the rest of the console's life, the Nintendo Entertainment System, it affected the video game industry as a whole for years to come, and I am happy and excited to get such a classic game started today. But before I do, I did want to read from the manual. They do have an introduction there that is more comprehensive than what the game itself actually tells us. So let me read from the manual now. A long, long time ago, the world was in an age of chaos. In the midst of this chaos, in a little kingdom in the land of Hyrule, a legend was being handed down from generation to generation, the legend of the Triforce. Golden triangles possessing mystical powers. One day, an evil army attacked this peaceful little kingdom and stole the Triforce of power. This army was led by Ganon, the powerful Prince of Darkness, who sought to plunge the world into fear and darkness under his rule. Fearing his wicked rule, Zelda, the princess of this kingdom, split up the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 fragments and hid them throughout the realm to save the last remaining Triforce from the clutches of the evil Ganon. At the same time, she commanded her most trustworthy nursemaid, Impa, to secretly escape into the land and go find a man with enough courage to destroy the evil Ganon. Upon hearing this, Ganon grew angry, imprisoned the princess, and sent out a party in search of Impa. Braving forests and mountains, Impa fled for her life from her pursuers. As she reached the very limit of her energy, she found herself surrounded by Ganon's evil henchmen. Cornered, what could she do? But wait, all was not lost. A young lad appeared. He skillfully drove off Ganon's henchmen and saved Impa from a fate worse than death. His name was Link. During his travels, he had come across Impa and Ganon's henchmen. Impa told Link the whole story of the Princess Zelda and the evil Ganon. Burning with a sense of justice, Link resolved to save Zelda, but Ganon was a powerful opponent. He held the Triforce of Power, and so, in order to fight off Ganon, Link had to bring the scattered 8 fragments of the Triforce of Wisdom together to rebuild the mystical triangle. If he couldn't do this, there would be no chance Link could find his way into Death Mountain, where Ganon lived. Can Link really destroy Ganon and save Princess Zelda? Only your skill can answer that question. Good luck. Use the Triforce wisely. And that is the introduction from the instruction manual. So, we are going to get a new game underway. I've gone ahead and cleared all the previous times that I tested this out. Seems to be working great. So, we're going to go ahead and register our name. I will meet you when that is done. As suggested by viewers, we are going to play with the default name. We are going to play as Link, and here we are on the selection screen. I've already registered the name. Link does have a little bit of information about himself on this screen. There's a picture of him, a little sprite that will show you a little bit about your progress in that particular save. We do have the number 0. We'll go over that more once we get up to 1. And we do have 3 hearts representing Link's life. Probably the most important thing about this screen is that there are 3 saves. That's incredible for the time. It's hard to picture games nowadays without saves, but that was how a lot of the Nintendo games played. This one changed all that, along with a couple others, but this one was the main one. Link, let's go. So we start with Link, and Link is just kind of dropped in the middle of nowhere, and you have to figure out what to do from the beginning. Luckily, I already know what I'm going to be doing, but let's talk about Link a little bit here. Link has a few things going for him. He does have pointy ears. I like the pointy ears. He does have a green outfit, quite nice. He does look kind of fat when I go like that, though. And he does have a shield with a cross on it. Don't know where he got that. But what he does not have is any means of attacking. You can see at the top that I have A and B there, but I don't have anything in them, so pressing those buttons doesn't do anything right now. We also have a spot for money. We're going to call those rupees because that's what they're called. We also have a spot for keys, and we have a blue ball. Those are bombs. So let's try to get a lot of things. The first thing that we're going to get is in this little cave here. Here we can find the old man. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And he's offering us a sword, so we're going to go ahead and take it. And he instantly disappears, so I am unable to try to stab him with the sword. But he's a helpful guy. I should probably let him live anyway. There is something special about this sword. I do like this sword in terms of swords in video games. It's not a normal sword. When I press it, if I'm at full health, when I press A, that is, it shoots out what I'm going to call a blade beam. And I love it. Only at full health, though. That does damage, I believe, just as much as the normal sword. So I'll be trying to stay at full health primarily, so I can use that a lot. But we're going to go get more upgrades. We got the sword upgrade. I'm going to get a lot of upgrades before I start thinking about moving into some of the dungeons. That's the way that I like to play it. I like to get upgrades first. So that's what we are going to be doing today. I'm going to head over here and find some enemies. These are Tektites. I do know these guys' names. I don't know all the names. I'll say it if I know it, but a lot of them I'm not going to know. These, though, I am aware. Tektites. So let's head up, having defeated all of them. They didn't drop anything. To Octoroks. These guys shoot rocks out of their mouths, so don't let them do that. Try to keep your distance if you have full health. And there we go. We got a couple drops. We got 2 rupees and a heart. Heart's not all that useful to me right now, but there's another cave here, so let's head in, and we can find a shop. Buy something, will ya? And unfortunately, I cannot afford any of this. What I really want to get is this candle over here. It costs 60 rupees. I have 2, so we're going to have to go out and do a little bit of grinding in order to get that done. But for the time being, there is another place that I wanted to show off. So we're going to head way out this time. We're going to head over to the east. This game does come with a map if you did purchase the NES version of it, and you got a complete copy. You can unfold a map, and it'll show you the entire map of the game in a giant grid. Because as you can see, there is an old school... that's a fairy. That'll give you a lot of health, but I'm already at full. I can't let a fairy just go free. It's against my nature. I'll be trying to get the fairy even if I'm at full health. It does lay out the map in a grid, I believe, because each screen here is like 1 square on the grid. Oh, you can pick up the items with the sword. Not the beam, but the actual sword itself. You can pick it up. All right, we're up to 21. That's enough to get me the first thing that I did want to purchase, actually. Ooh, this is where things start getting a little bit more difficult. The enemies here take multiple hits. Meanwhile, you're being shot at by a Zora. I don't know the name of these enemies, unfortunately. The enemies that I'm actually fighting. The Zora, it can live. I'm not going to fight it. I think I can take it out with the blade beam eventually, but it's not worth the effort. I think I've hit him like 5 times with it, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. It's just not worth it, so I wouldn't suggest doing it. Damn it, I was trying to get the rupee, and I didn't see you coming up. There went my perfect run of Zelda, as if I was going to have a perfect run where I never got hit or anything. All right, let's just keep going over to the right and fighting enemies. Ooh, damn it! You can block the rocks with the shield as long as you're not attacking and you're facing the right way. Ooh, they gave me a bomb already? All right, let's actually use the bomb. Let's go use the bomb. Stay away from the bottom in case the Zora spawns there. He shouldn't be able to hit you, though. All right, you can see it's automatically on B, so let's go ahead and use B right there. Yeah, I think that I was going to get a bomb. And we found the old man again. Take anyone you want. We found our first secret. There's quite a few of them in this game. A lot of them happen when you bomb shit. So we bombed something, and now we have the option of this red potion here or a giant heart. I'm going to pick the giant heart. This is a heart container, and it will increase your life. So I'm going to do that. All right, let's continue on. I'm still well short of my 60 rupee goal, and yeah, I'll still get the other thing. I don't necessarily need it, but I'm going to get it anyway. We will head forward. Would love to use the blade beam against these guys. Almost there. Almost there. Staying at full health in this game is not necessarily important, but does make things a lot easier for you. At least for me. Alright. The damn Zoras. Ah, kidding me. God, they shoot out rocks quickly. And I didn't get anything there. Alright, so let's drop down here into another shop. Buy something, will ya? This time we're actually going to buy the bombs. They'll give us 4 bombs. I don't think I necessarily need them, but they're relatively cheap, and they are helpful, so I went ahead and bought them anyway. But now we are 42 rupees short. You notice that the enemies don't respawn. They do respawn, but you have to go quite a ways, a few screens away before they actually do that. So we actually don't get these ones to respawn. I would like to get them to respawn, but here are the first ones that do respawn. Seriously. I'm not playing well so far. Hopefully I get better as we keep going. Alright, up to 26. Honestly, there we go. The early stages are kind of more difficult than the rest. Not that much, but a little bit. Alright, back up to full health, so no real harm done. There we go. I mean, the whole purpose of this is trying to get money, so we're definitely killing everything that we can find. I don't think I'm going to get up to 60 by the time we make it back to the shop, so I might have to go back and forth one more time, but I'll take care of that off screen if that is the case. For the time being, let's just kill Tektites and... yeah, the fairy can live. The fairy can ferry off wherever it ferries. Whatever it actually does. Well, that wasn't the one I meant to hit, but I hit something and I'm happy about that. Alright, we're up to 38. I need 22 more, and then we'll head in there and grab the thing that I want. So I'm going to go rupee grind a bit, and I'll be back once that is done.